So we're currently heading into week 3 of Danielle Hunter's tweak gate. As the season is rapidly approaching, and then you have the Vikings just pulling off that monster trade for Yannick Ngakoue. So they're like, what's going on, Danielle? Some fans are starting to worry about the availability of number 99 for week 1 as well as for the bulk of the 2020 season. And when you have just like an ounce of information, rumors can run rampant. It's like, he's got an ACL, but he's like Wolverine, so he's regenerating, but that takes a little bit of time. Or it's like, it's this, it's that, it's the other thing. He's got a broken friggin' neck. Nah. So we have been hearing that Danielle's tweak is just a run-of-the-mill pulled hamstring. So not 100% confirmed, but that would also explain a lot of things. And also, this isn't like a NFL insider breaking news time, because we're going to find out next Wednesday when the injury report comes out anyway, so it's really immaterial. But if it is just a hamstring, I mean, that does explain a lot of things. So obviously it is a lower body injury, as evidenced by him having a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up at practice, as well as it would explain why the Vikings have been so cautious with him, missing, 12, 13 practices now? Somewhere in there, because hamstrings need to heal. They need to be 100%, or you risk re-injuring and then putting yourself even further behind the 8 ball. See Adam Thielen last year. As well as, so if you've had a pulled hamstring or a torn hamstring before, you cannot do anything basically until you're at least 90% or somewhere in that region. Also, it does explain why he hasn't been wearing a visible brace, which would be the case if it was a knee, if it was an ankle. So you're not going to wear a brace, like maybe a compression sleeve for a hamstring, but that hasn't been visible or reported. And if it was something like really serious, like a partially torn meniscus or bone spurs, or likely something that would have required a procedure that would have happened by now, right? And also, it would explain why he hasn't been working off with trainers to the side. There's nothing that you can do with a hamstring until it fully heals. It's not like a joint injury, or it's not like a rehab project like Pat Elflein 2 years ago when he was recovering from that shoulder ankle surgery. Every single day at training camp, he's off to the side, working with strength conditioning coach as well as trainers and whatnot. And number 2, all hamstring treatments can be done in the training room. Whether it's ice bath, stretching, acupuncture, massage, all of that can be taken care in-house, away from the prying eyes of the media jackals. So, yeah. And also would explain why Zimmer's talked about conditioning being the determining factor in Hunter's usage early in the season. Because hamstring, you're up on blocks, your cardio options are limited. Maybe some pool work, maybe some rowing machine. They got a stand-up rowing machine now, which is kind of cool. But I mean, certainly not something that you can do to stay in game shape and have your win. Even though Danielle Hunter, we don't really have to worry about him being in shape, but having NFL game cardio, a little bit different, right? So if it really is a pulled hamstring, which was going to be a risk for a lot of players coming in with no OTAs, even though all of them did work on their own. The fact that your body wasn't really used to getting in that midsummer, off-season work. I mean, soft tissue injuries were something that's going to crop up around the league. So shelving him does make sense if that is the case. It was promising that he was stretching with the team yesterday, so that's a little bit of progress there. But frankly, if it is a hamstring, I don't want to see him practicing at all these next 2 weeks. So it's the final week of training camp. The next week, you're getting ready for the Packers. So frankly, treat Danielle like you did Thielen late last season when he was coming back from his hamstring. Limited to no practice during the week. Worry about the game. It's less than 2 weeks away from Green Bay. So frankly, who cares if he practices? I know that the rumors are running rampant, but also, they haven't put him on IR. They haven't done this. They haven't done that. And there hasn't been reports of him visiting Dr. James Andrews. Dun, dun, dun. Not to jinx things, but again, we'll know for sure next Wednesday when the Vikings have to release their injury report. And then all the media jackals, as Zimmer was like, so what's up with Danielle? And he'd be like, well, read the injury report or talk to Suge or something like that. But if it is something as benign as a pulled hamstring, that Danielle's going to be good to go, potentially for week 1 and especially for the rest of the season, let's get it. So Danielle, Yannick, Afadi, let's go Hunt. All right, so your thoughts. Latest on Danielle Hunter's tweak. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.